Yeah, of course. I think this is the worst moment to concede a goal like that. You know, I was winning 2-1. I think away this was a good score, you know, but we go with the draw and we'll try to win the game at home. Yeah.
Is it more frustrating because it feels like up until that point in particular, as a team, you defended really well tonight?
Yeah, we defended really well, but you know they're a good team, they're a good striker, so we need to be ready for everything. And unfortunately, we conceded the goal, and yeah.
But among that, there was a nice moment for you with your first Manchester United goal. How much did you enjoy that?
Yeah, of course. Didn't enjoy too much, no celebration, because it's normal, you know. We want to win, so no time for celebration. And really happy to force my first goal. We don't have the win, but it's okay.
It seemed like you reacted so quickly to nod it into the bottom corner.
Yeah, honestly, it was really quick. You know, I don't even think about anything. Just put my head, try to score, then the goal was there. So it's good.
You say coming away from home, going back to Old Trafford level is a good result. What do you think you can take from the performance out there this evening into the second leg next week?
I think to be together like that, defend really well. I think we did really well. You know, it was compact. We tried to block every counter-attack, you know, things like that. We need to keep it and to give everything in Old Trafford.
When you put in a performance like that away from home, does that give you more confidence that you can make it through into the semi-finals?
Yeah, I think if you want the 2-1, we are more confident for sure. We concede this goal, you know, it's difficult, but we need to keep the heads up. And we didn't lose, so we can win at Old Trafford, of course. So we're 100% confident, yeah.
Thank you, Leny.
Thank you very much.
There are positives for Manchester United to take. Obviously, a draw away from home in Europe with a second leg to play isn't the worst result, but just in the way it happened, Paul, how different would that mood be in the dressing room when they could have been going back to Old Trafford with a 2-1 lead?
Yeah, I think they've been very confident if they'd have won the game. Of course, it gives them a much better chance of going through. But if you look before the game, I think a draw would have been an acceptable result. Now, look, conceding the last minute is not ideal, and it does disappoint you. Of course it does when you're so close to winning the game. But look, Manchester United should go through this game and go in there. It's not a disaster. 2-2 is a really good result. Going away in Europe, anywhere in Europe, it's difficult. It's not an easy, and that wasn't an easy place to go tonight. And Lyon played well at times. Manchester United weren't quite at the best. They're going to have to be better next week. There's no doubt about that. But you'd have to make them fair favourites to go through.
And that man we just heard from there, Leny Yoro, was one of them, Karen, scoring his first Manchester United goal since joining the club. An unlikely goal scorer as well. What does he do well here?
He reacts. I mean, I think Agate keeps it alive. The second phase, really important from set pieces there. Goalkeeper maybe should have caught it, but Yoro brilliant because he has to turn his body. There's pace coming on it from Agate. You see it from this angle. Just gets connection on it. And he said in his interview, but didn't really know too much about it. But nevertheless, it's a great header. And at that point, it was a really vital goal just before half time, and kind of changed the narrative. You're thinking in the dressing room with the team talk. But yeah, great goal for him.
An important that equaliser, Paul, as Karen said, in the second half. Still wasn't really working for Rasmus Højlund. He's had issues in front of goal. Manchester United as a team, as a whole, have struggled to score goals. That's been a theme throughout the season. But one player who seems to be improving lately is Joshua ZIRKZEE, who scored what we thought at this point was going to be the winner.
Yeah, we thought so. Yeah, really good goal. He's again been a little bit hit and miss. Can't seem to nail the players down. But it's a great ball from Fernandes. Fernandes in them forward areas is really. You almost need two Bruno Fernandes. You need one in centre midfield and one as playing as a number 10. And look, it's a great ball from him. Great header from ZIRKZEE. And there you think the tie is virtually done at that point. But as we know, they got the equaliser and there's still a little bit to play for. But look, quality all round, especially in forward areas of the pitch, is a real problem for Manchester United, and it's something they're going to have to sort out if they're going to progress to where they want to be and try and win this tournament.
Can Ruben Amorim solve that issue with the players he's got?
I think it's going to be difficult. I think these forward players have probably shown they're not quite up to the level required. You look at the goal record from the last 25, 26 games. I think Garnacho scored one, Rasmus Højlund scored 3 in the Premier League this season. It's not quite up to the level I think it is needed. So I think improvements are going to definitely have to be made in that area of pitch. But I think improvements right through the team are going to need. We've all watched the Champions League games Tuesday, Wednesday night, and you watch the level of that game tonight, and it's way below where you need to be. Anywhere near a Champions League team.
The lead so late. How much of a kick in the teeth is it to come away with parity?
Of course, we are really disappointed. We should have take the one goal advantage to the next game, but we have our the next game in our home, and we'll try to win that game.
Both of the goals tonight, of course, coming from mistakes from Andre Onana. Given the week that he's had, how damaging is that for him?
Important is to focus on the next game, on the next game for the league, and then think about the second leg against Lyon. When one player has a mistake, all the team has a mistake. So we continue like that.
Obviously, mistakes from goalkeepers are more damaging just because of the position they play. Does he retain your faith? Do you maybe need to think about changing goalkeepers for Sunday and for next week?
No, we continue to do the same thing. Training, seeing the games, trying to choose the best 11 to win every match.
Outside of that, what did you think of your side's performance overall tonight?
I think we did well. In the first half, we had some difficulties, especially in the beginning, to press the opponent because they play in a different way. But then, especially in the second half, we adapt to control the game. We were near the box of Lyon. So I think we did well. We can do better.
Going forward, it seemed like the chance creation was maybe better tonight. Patrick Dorgu got free down the left-hand side a lot. Are we starting to see those patterns of play, the understanding of the final third that you wanted to see from the team?
Yeah, we are improving game by game, but we need to be more clinical. But again, it's 2 games. This is half-time. We have to think on the next one.
So how do you become more clinical? Is it something you need to do? Is it something the players need to do?
It's to put the ball in the net. That's all. So we are improving. Let's continue to think like that, to work. We have Premier League in Sunday against the top team, and then we have time to think about the second leg.
That should be happening. But look at how precise Lyon are able to be at the edge of the box. United are welcoming so much pressure at the end of the game. They want to conserve their 2-1 lead.
Nico, I understand what you're saying, but the thing is, with that whole back and forth of what he said at the start with Matic, the magnifying glass is going to be on him.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
that's what's going to happen.
Do you think it got into his head in any way? Just for reference as well, by the way, if you didn't see it, Nemanja Matic did say he's one of the worst goalkeepers in Manchester United history. We talked about the quote before the match, obviously. Do you think in some ways he was kind of distracted by everything that was exchanged before the match?
I mean, I wouldn't say he was distracted, but
he's one of the Onana for the next leg. Do you think, though, Charlie, it will be something that he takes more into consideration as the days go on?
No, I think he's made his decision of, this is my keeper. This is my best keeper. He gives us the best chance to win. But everyone's capable of making mistakes. Unfortunately for him, when all the eyeballs are on him, given the comments from Matic, he made 2 mistakes, 1 major mistake in this one. But I don't anticipate him making a change in goal.